Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed. And this is an older shirt that was sent to me some time ago, of course, by a kind contributor with NSC, of course, for Nearly Senior Citizen. I just wanted to show that off. Oh, yes, and I hadn't even written this down on my list of topics, but I've been wanting to talk about this, but I keep running out of time. The other day, like 2 days ago, I got from Amazon this box, and it is a box from... Although the cops had questioned her for days, in the end there was nothing they could charge her for, and she was let go. Even though the entire town was dead, and the caverns under the city were choked with thousands of decaying human corpses, she was left to put her life back together. She had personally killed hundreds of human flesh-devouring beasts and had even torn apart the massive forest monster that had been controlling all the terror. She had dug the creature's brain out of its skull with her fingers and half a bobby pin after breaking it down and reducing it to childish terror as she killed it. Tammy didn't feel any different when she looked in the mirror, but even she had to admit that entire vacation had been, while terrifying and horrific, absolutely metal as fuck. Well, I'm not going to say the last name, but Isaac sent me a box of hamster toys. And it's a lot of hamster toys, like a ladder and a kind of a seesaw to climb on. And there's a chew thing that you put up, and blocks with a cord, and wheel things, and little, just all sorts of little things for them to push around and chew on. And the nice thing about some of these things like this is you can push, I think I bunked up against my pop shield with the box, sorry, push little snacks and stuff inside of this, and then they'll push it around and get at them and things. And then there's a little thing with a bell in it that they can push around. And then this one, I don't really have anything right now I can put this one on, but it's, you hook the 4 things and then it's a platform that they can hang on to, climb on, and do things with. So cool. Thank you very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. Now that I have finally remembered to show this off, I can actually distribute the parts to the hamsters. That's the thing I've been feeling bad about, having everything off to the side and then forgetting about it, is on the one hand I wanted to distribute the things to all the hamsters, but then I wouldn't be able to show it off and say thank you. So I needed to keep it to the side, but I kept forgetting, so that the little hamsters couldn't get anything. But now that I've said thank you and showed off my stuff, I'm going to give all the little hammies all these little toys, and it is going to be a good thing. And now I was so cold this morning, I wasn't just wearing this, I was wearing my summer jacket on top of it, the thing that I go out when I go walkies. And I was just that cold. Now all of a sudden I'm so warm for the first time, you know, since I've been here since 5:30. No, it was closer to 6, but point being, it's like chilly. But now I'm too warm. Anyway, though, just a couple weird things I wanted to talk about. Like, I got an email for something that thoroughly disgusts me. Now, I've gotten a couple other emails for sponsorships for like VPNs, like one of them that I've only just now heard of, and so I kind of worry about that. Because there's another thing going on where there's this screen capture software that people are being advertised. Hey, why don't you sponsor us? And then they try out this screen capture software, and then their channel gets hijacked because it's a Trojan, gets all their information, sends it off to somebody else. They come on, take over the channel, change your password, and then just start posting hundreds and hundreds of other things on it. So the first time I've ever heard of that one VPN, so I'm a little frightened of it. But then there's another thing that I got, which looks kind of cool. I'm going to check into, but this one is the one that was gross. It was, I didn't even bother opening it up. I just read the subject line, and on Gmail, you know, it gives some of it. It's their advertising. Get your channel to be, you know, successful. Buy YouTube views. You can spend like 50 bucks or some amount. I can't remember what the total thing was, but you can spend some amount and you'll get 1,000 views guaranteed. Ugh. I mean, I can understand, I guess, if you want clout to say, look at the views this video got, but if you're paying for views, I want people to watch my stuff because they like my stuff, or they found me, or they heard about me, or something where it's I'm growing because I'm good. I don't want to grow because I'm paying for it. Ugh. So yeah, I'm finally getting the email like that. And my kitty is going absolutely crazy this morning. She refuses to eat the cat food that I put out for her, and so is running around because she wants to eat, but I can't afford to give her another can, so she's got to eat what's there. And so she's running into the window, running down, digging through everything, just going, I want you to feed me. And it's like, you need to eat that because I can't afford to give you anything else until 3 o'clock. So she's a cat. Happy days on that. Also, I went walkies last night, 6 mile walkies. Now, the night prior when I had gone walkies, it had been freezing cold. It had been trying to snow, and it was really, really cold. And it snowed a fair amount, but not altogether. And it snowed sometimes, but it didn't at other times. And I talked about how I'd walk through snow flurries when there was no clouds. So I was like, where's the snow coming from? Because it's coming down. It wasn't being brought up and then down. So. But that was cold. There were ice crystals on the sidewalk when I was walking home, and I had to be careful. But that didn't seem as cold as it did last night when it was actually warmer. Nothing froze. But there was a very strong wind, and it was humid air with a lot of wind, and it was snowing. So I had to walk with my umbrella all the way up to Walmart, all the way back, and it was so cold. So cold. So much colder than it had been the night prior when it was actually freezing. Which ties into this one, which actually makes me laugh still. I like heat. I like to be warm. I don't like to be cold. I find cold very unpleasant. My body is changing. Because I had cellulitis so much and I had gotten such high fevers that if my body got too cold while I was married to my wife and for the first couple years after her death, I would shake so hard just because I was shivering to get warm that if I didn't have all of my voluntary muscles locked, I would fall to the ground and almost have seizures because I was shivering so hard. That's not true anymore, thank goodness. My body has finally regulated itself back to normality. And as much as I like heat, boy do I do so much better when it's chill. Because even though I had to have my coat zipped up and I was wearing my gloves because it was just that wind and that moisture was just cold, I was still charging through the night and feeling good. For whatever reason, my body just does really, really well when it's chill. And in fact, I had stopped at the store, Safeway, on the way back so I could buy some more orange juice, and I'll talk about that why. But they asked me, the cashier said, you staying warm out there? And I just broke into a big old grin. And I just went, no, it's freezing out there. It is so cold. Because I felt good about it. I felt good enough that I could actually talk to and carry on conversations with cashiers. So thumbs up for that. It's interesting, but, I mean, not intensely, but it's just, hey, it's weird how cold and warm affects our bodies. Thumbs up for that. Now, when I said I was going to talk about why I bought orange juice, holy smokes. Yesterday was a very unpleasant and weird day. Started off in the morning with my right foot really hurting a lot. I had to limp going up and down stairs. I couldn't use my ankle because my foot, the inside of my foot and my ankle hurt so bad. And on top of that, I started cramping up every movement. I had to be careful because if I stretched out my leg, like if this is my foot, bent back like that, that's my foot. I couldn't bend my toes downward because my whole calf would just immediately start to cramp and yank my foot downward. But the thing is, all these cramps would go right up to the point of actual cramping and then stop and stay right there. So even though my calves on both sides kept cramping, they would go right up to the point where they were going to and then stop and hold. And that was painful as well because I went to stand up and my entire calf cramped. Right up to it, not there, and then holding. I had to balance on the ball of my right foot. All my weight coming down on the ball of my foot, the toes here and then there. All of my weight was on that joint to try and get the muscles in my calf to let go. And it was just not gonna do it, and then it just relaxed and my heel came down. But it took about 10 seconds of just my weight going, oh, this ain't good. And of course, while I was dealing with that cramp, that's when my abdominal muscles started cramping. And I'm going, oh my God, because every time I turned, something else was cramping. That's not good. These were all my voluntary muscles, of course, but that's like, when your muscles can't relax, that's a lack of potassium. When your muscles relax too much and can't actually do anything, that's too much potassium. But my muscles were just, voluntary muscles were locking up like that, cramping hard. Up to the point, but not actually cramping to pain. It hurt leading up to it. It was like, ow, boy, this is not good. I don't like this feeling. But it wasn't an actual Charlie horse or worse. So that was fun. That was one of the main reasons I went walking. I don't have any bananas here right now. And the thing is, I eat bananas a lot. I love bananas. And I drink things and I take supplements. So why did I suddenly have a massive lack of potassium like that? Yeah, I took 40 milligrams of Lasix. I used to take 80 twice a day. This was one 40 milligram tablet. It's not going to suck all the potassium out of my body. So for whatever reason, I was just, oh, my heart just keeps skipping beats there. Not fun. It's just, it changes rhythm. And so it just blub dub, lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. And that's always fun. So thumbs up. Only it keeps doing that. And of course, just as a minor thing, oh, it was so irritating yesterday. I was playing the game, Paint the Town Red. I was playing the arena, which is they have like 11 waves of bad guys and you have to survive. And it's the weird physics and it's a really cool game. If you watch my Beneath thing, it's based on that physics and blocky voxel characters. But it's pretty cool. But I was playing and then all of a sudden I noticed I wanted to hit the D key and nothing would happen. I pressed D and nothing, so I had to quit the game. Went into my text program, the D key was dead. There was no D. Pressing D was nothing. I unplugged my keyboard from the USB slots and then plugged it back in. Still nothing. Luckily rebooted, and when I did, my D key was back. So playing the game, for whatever reason, told the operating system that there is no D key anymore. Ignore all input from that key, it doesn't work. So that was fun, exciting. I love that. Anyway, though, it's a slightly shorter vlog today. I've gone through absolutely everything I was talking about there, and really I can't think of anything because it's, to me, quite early. So I've talked about this, that, and the other, and that's a good thing. Now, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is a range of 20 to 25. Because even though I count in American Sign Language in the fingers of this hand right in front of my face, with my depression, fibro, brain damage from my alcoholism, grieving, and more, I'm lucky that I can remember my name is not Rutherford P. Farquhar. Ooh. Very cool. Also, if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. The fact is, you left the comment, you took the time, you expended the calories. Thank you very, very much. Oh, itchy nose. That happens too. So, let me call it my Chrome, and we have Pyre, P-Y-R-A-E, thumbs up and thank you. Rock and Roll in Bosnia, oh, that's cool. Conspo Lopez, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have B, thumbs up. And Choco Wolf, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Agus, A-G-U-S, thumbs up and thank you. Kathy Kids Cat, good to see you in the comments. And then we have I'm a Ghost, 1375, thumbs up and thank you very much. Underheat Records, thank you very much and a good idea. Siggy Zippin, I like the name, thank you very, very much. Holston the Planets, I will check that out, thank you. And Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. And then we have Sebastian Ferris, thank you very, very much. Blackheart Gold Chain, I like the name, thumbs up. And then we have R Caking, interesting name, thumbs up. Hot Coffee, greatly appreciated. And Dat Boy, I need to read up on like premieres. Generally, I don't like them on my subscription page because I live on my subscription page and it's just, it says premiering and then it drops way down low and then I never see it again. So I don't know. I'll have to check up on premieres. And Young Prince, greatly appreciated. A Lemon Pie 407, thumbs up and thank you. MT Warrior, greatly appreciated. No, it's this one. Isn't it? Or was that 15, so this is 16? I have no idea. See what I said? I lose myself. So Jack David, I'm doing a whole bunch of others again now. And I'm just another player. And Tall Dude 123, greatly appreciated. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, thumbs up. And then we have Confused Owl 29, and we're in. I lost track. My sincere apologies. Thank you all so much, even though I messed up so thoroughly and forgot where I was and how I was counting. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for leaving me comments. It is appreciated. I'm sweating all of a sudden. I am like overly warm here. It was freezing. Perception. I don't know why I feel so hot. God, like I said, I'm just sweating and oily. But then I have complicated skin. I have very dry skin and oily at the same time. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, if you could check out my various links down below. That was the praying mantis form of my Jaeger coming together. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Now, if you'd like to help support me but don't want to actually contribute to one of those, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be cool. And if you wanted to support me but didn't want to actually send money, I also have an Amazon wish list down below. If you could check that out, that would be very cool. Now, if you do not feel entitled, I do not feel obligated, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. I have to laugh at myself for getting lost there. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, definitely a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, oh good lord, it's just that kind of day. If you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, especially after all my stumbling here. So thumbs up for that. But yeah, so thank you very, very much. Well, I got this video. I got hopefully some more videos coming up later today. I got stuff to record, got stuff to edit and render, so that's all good. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very, very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up.